Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to answer one of the most common questions about OET. Should you take OET or should you take IELTS? Well, both of these exams can be used for UK's General Medical Council registration. OET is fairly new. It was introduced earlier this year, and they've been only accepting IELTS for registration purposes until now. Both of these exams have some similarities and differences. Let's go over some pros and cons regarding these exams. So there are four sections in both of them, which are reading, listening, speaking, and writing. And OET tests, for the OET tests, medical vocabulary is required. But for the IELTS, you need to have some general English vocabulary, but it can be related to any topic in English, like environment, politics, economics, or like architecture, history. It can be from any topic. And OET results are not evaluated locally. All the test papers and answer sheets and recordings of the speaking tests are being sent to Australia and evaluated in there. And for the IELTS, the results are evaluated locally. Well, I hear a lot of people who go for a remark for the IELTS test, like they make their test re-evaluated again, and they see that their scores are being improved. Therefore, like this discrepancy between assessors, like it's IELTS is, I guess, kind of dependent on a person who assesses your paper, whereas all of the papers are evaluated in Australia for the OET. And IELTS is a bit archaic in terms of evaluating the results. Therefore, like even though they say all of the test papers have the same difficulty, uh, in the different tests there are different difficulty of the exam. It's unavoidable, and the test taker performance is also another important criteria, which reflects how better you do compared to the rest of the people. Therefore, OET statistically corrects these. Like if it's a hard exam and people did poorly, your score will be adjusted. Like there is no set criteria. For example, for reading and listening, there's no set criteria like this. There is no saying that you need to do 30 questions right. It depends on the exam. It depends on how other people did on the exam. It depends on the difficulty of the exam, right? IELTS is a bit archaic in terms of the statistical correction. Criteria is the same for all of the exams, and none of these results are getting corrected statistically. Downside of the OET, it's more expensive, and IELTS is cheaper. And I cannot say that OET is easier than the IELTS, but in my opinion, it's more doable because there are not discrepancy in terms of the evaluation of the exam, and the results and the criteria are being constantly monitored and corrected statistically. And my roadmap for the UK for GMC registration is this. You need to have 4.5 from UK visa academic version of the IELTS in order to have a working visa, in order to work in the UK. Therefore, like take the IELTS UKVI academic, and like if you have some English, you're likely to have 4.5. It's not that high score, that of a high score. Therefore, like if you have 4.5 from the UKVI academic, you don't need to take the IELTS again. Therefore, like you can use this to get the visa. And then if your scores are below 7, you can retake the IELTS or go for the OET tests in this step. But like I hear many people take IELTS for 7 times, 8 times, and stuck with sixes, 6.5s, not being able to get 7, especially from writing and speaking. Therefore, like, do not push yourself. Do not push too hard for the IELTS. As I said, it's different exam. It has different criteria, and maybe trying your chances with a different exam is better in this case. And then for the third step, I recommend you to go for the OET just to see how you're doing in a different exam. And like they're different exams, they require different preparation times, they require different preparation materials. But as I said, OET is more uh, its criteria is better, and you are more likely to pass, in my opinion. Again, like both of these exams are highly standardized international exams, but for the OET, it's a bit more reflective, in my opinion, of your English level. Because for the IELTS, however minor your mistakes, they require you to have at least 3/4 majority of your sentences to be without any type of mistake. This includes articles, tenses, and all of the topics in grammar. But for the OET, is a bit lighter. If mistakes are slip mistakes and they are not cause trouble with the understanding of the reader, they are likely not to reduce your score for that. And also you need to write 2 tasks for the IELTS and 1 task for the OET. Therefore, there are differences in terms of how the exam is being conducted, how the exam is being evaluated. Therefore, like your first exam, if you need a visa to work in the UK, should be IELTS UKVI academic, and then you need to decide for yourself which one is better for you, IELTS or the OET. And again, thank you very much for watching these videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not to miss the new videos, and don't forget to like this video if you want. And I provide online tutoring and one-to-one lessons, speaking practice and writing corrections, and you can always contact me from my email address. And we have a Facebook group that if you want you can join. And I wish you all the best, and thank you for watching this video.